And it is, it's when it becomes sticky to you. So wealth is awesome, right? Because that's just God saying, hey, here's a conduit who I can take money from the world, right? There's a secular employer who's happy to pay you heaps of money. Awesome. Now use it in the kingdom, right? So for me, the dangerous bit, so you can be earning, I don't know, $3 million a year, and that's cool, like well done. But how much of that sticks to you, and how much of that do you sow back into the kingdom? That for me is the tipping point. There are a couple of litmus tests to that. So like, how much of your thinking does your wealth occupy, right? So if you're constantly like, oh, where am I going to invest that? What's the most tax efficient way of doing that? If that becomes consuming for you, that's a red flag, right? Because that's becoming more of a concern for you than the gospel is. Watch that. As soon as you find it difficult to give your money away, right, and this is for everybody, so you don't even, this could be the uni student who's earning $1,000 a month, right? As soon as you find it difficult to give that money away, you've got an issue. And I think that's half the point of giving to the church. Yes, in the Old Testament was to support the priest class, but there's something profound that happens when you give it away, because it is that statement that this was never mine, and so here, God, it's yours. And so I think when you're finding it difficult to do that, or you're doing it grudgingly, or you've got a problem, and you need to reevaluate that. And it's difficult. So particularly for young people who are getting married, and you have a particular view, and your spouse has a different view, that's an issue you need to resolve. So Sarah and I I suppose we've just been blessed in that. So even before we were married, we had the same outlook on how we would treat our finances. That for us, whatever we were giving to the church was the priority, and everything else was secondary. And so it's a holding loosely to it. It's not yours. So as soon as you're finding yourself grudgingly giving the money, and you're still doing it, but I'm grudging, I could be doing so much more with that. Check your heart, because your money's become more important than your Christ has.